Hi everyone, my name is Yukari and I will be making daily process videos for the month of July as I sketch in my Hobonichi Techo for World Watercolor Month. So let's get started. Today is day 17 and our prompt is rough, and I'm going to be painting some globe thistle flowers that I saw in my friend's garden the other day, and they're just kind of prickly looking. They're not as prickly as they look, but yeah, they're very interesting. So yeah, let's go. All right, so here are my supplies. I am using a number 10 round brush, and I have some purple left over from yesterday that's made with ultramarine blue and quin rose, and I'm using that for the flower. And then sap green, and I am going to mix a little bit of that purple mixture when I paint. And today I remember to label my colors. So I'm going to do a very loose 3 blobs, and very light, and I'm going to wet the bottom of the globes, and that's going to create a little shadow at the end. And I'm just using just a lightly wet damp brush to make these bristles using just the paint that's on the paper. And I apologize for the camera angle, and I do have a little more detailed video a little later on. And while that part's drying, I am just adding the leaves. The leaves are very textured and jaggedy, and so I'm just kind of wiggling my brush as I paint. And now going back with a little darker color and adding on top of my globes. And this process is just going to continue. I've darkened the green a little bit with the purple mixture and adding more wiggles for the leaves. And try to soften some edges. And now going back and adding darker purple, and notice that I add a little bit of green to it. And just a little bit more details. And sometimes you don't know when to really stop when you're working kind of in a loose way, and I have a very hard time with that, and I tend to overwork. But anyway, so here is how I did the globe flower. So very light, and I soften the bottom edge, and just making these spiky things all around. And so yesterday or a couple days ago, I talked about using my white gel pen. And today I decided that I wasn't going to do that. And so that's why I started with a very light purpley color for the underneath, and then adding layers of darker purple as I go. And I probably should have let this dry a little bit more because the colors are fusing really, and you want a little more definition when you add darker colors to it. But so closer you get to the center, I'm just like dotting. And now that my painting is done, I'm adding a quote. And this one says, everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. I suppose not everybody likes these prickly flowers, but I think they're very interesting. They definitely add color and texture to your garden. My friend had some in his garden, and yeah, they're quite beautiful, nestled between orange and yellow flowers. Oops. And here is my completed page with journaling. I discuss a little bit about my process here, and I'm quite happy with how this really turned out. I'm happy that I didn't have to use white. I was tempted, but I left it alone today. So yeah, thank you for watching, and then we'll see you tomorrow.